is he acting like this because he found me the way that he found me?
I said what I said.
All right, begin.
What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great start to your Thursday. Let's go ahead and talk about this issue that's going down between Nene Leakes and Claudia Jordan. Alright, so Nene is working on a new project called The Read Session, and I'll touch on that a little bit later, right? But now we're going to focus on the rumor that she addressed during that read session, and she was asked if she asked Bravo to actually pay her $125K to actually go to Cynthia Bailey's wedding. And so this is what Nene had to say. If I said I turned down an offer I had on the table, which was way more than $125,000, which is what they said I asked for, so now I'm going to turn that money down and ask for $125,000? What for? I would have taken the real money. That doesn't make sense. All right, so Claudia gave her opinion on that particular statement, right? And I'm not going to read everything that she had to say because I'm telling you, she was writing thesis statements over there, right? But I will break it down to you. So Claudia's rebuttal was, you know, it didn't benefit any of us to show up to Cynthia and Mike's wedding. We showed up on the strength of the fact that we loved them, right? And when you care about someone, it benefits you just to see them happy. And Claudia went on to say that even though she don't rock with certain people anymore, she loved to see people just happy, right? Smiling and just being happy. Now, she also said, stop being so busy trying to prove to people that you're not bothered, right? To the point where you make a fool of yourself. And me personally, I think that was shade towards, you know, Nene's failure, right? To deliver to some people, right? In their eyes, what a project should look like when you're testing it out in the read session. So I think she took a direct shot at that read session and people dragging Nene forward.
Honey, come on and get this. Honey, come on and get this.
Then Claudia went on to say that Nene should have said that she felt uncomfortable coming or she just couldn't make it. And then she went on to say, let's do better in 2021. So after that, the Jasmine brand caught wind of what Claudia had to say in regards to Nene, and they posted her response on their platform. So someone dropped down in the comments and was clowning Claudia about the physical confrontations that she had with Phaedra's boyfriend in Medina. Now, if you guys don't know, I did a video about that where Claudia admitted that on several occasions that her and Medina got into physical confrontation when they were together. And this person that was actually coming at Claudia also put Claudia's feet on blast and said, get those corns off your toes. So basically the troll in the comments said, I see why this happened to you, which is so wrong, right? So wrong. I don't agree with that at all. But that's what that person said. So Nene Leakes decided to respond to that person, and she responded with several laughing emojis, right? Laughing at Claudia. And Claudia was like, whoa, you laughing at this? You think this funny? So Claudia came with the clap back. So Claudia went on to say, yo, I can't believe that you're laughing at me being hurt by some man. I wouldn't laugh at you if you were hurt by some man. And then she also said, you're laughing at me and you're laughing at my toes. You should be laughing at the surgeon who's been working on your face. You know, because obviously they missed the mark. She went on to say that Nene was evil, illiterate, talentless, overpaid, a miserable person with a rotten spirit. You will never work in television again, at least in a credible way. You're rude, abrasive, arrogant, narcissistic. And she said that Nene was nothing but a punchline at best. And she took another jab at Nene's reading session, and she was like, the reading room? Nah, player, it's more like the upper room. Then she alluded to the fact that, you know, Nene may have messed up her opportunity because behind the scenes, she's been coming at Wendy, and she said if she wasn't coming at Wendy behind the scenes and being shady, that Wendy could have gave her some tips. And she also threw shade at where Nene and the guys were filming the reading session at, and she called it a warehouse. I believe you're wrong about that, Claudia. She was actually at a lounge that she's opening in her name called the Lanithia. And last but not least, she said that Nene fumbled a $2 million bag. Alright, so Claudia went in on Nene, and I don't care what Claudia says about Nene from here on out for the rest of her life. For the rest of her life, Claudia will never ever be able to get over or live down in what I call one of the top 5 reads in all of reality television history.
Money can't buy class.
No.
It sure
And money
cannot.
couldn't buy you a new could it? Your has left your body.
Now, I didn't read you what Claudia actually said. I just put it in my own words, but she actually responded twice. So she's been holding this read in for Nene for quite some time. I'm telling you, she's never gotten over the fact that Nene embarrassed her on television that way. But anyway, you know, listen, about Cynthia and Mike's wedding, my opinion is this. They shouldn't have had the wedding anyway, especially during this time, but they chose to go forth with it. And if Nene felt that it was a dangerous situation, given the times that we're in right now, then that's her business. If she felt like she didn't want to go, that's her business too. If she was uncomfortable, that's her business 3. I mean, she's having a dispute with Bravo, right? And even though Bravo didn't film Cynthia and Mike's wedding, you know, at the same time, she didn't know that they were going to pull out at the last minute, because Bravo pulled out at the last minute due to safety concerns. So maybe, just maybe, Nene didn't want to run into Bravo while trying to support Cynthia, because it could have been an awkward situation on both sides. Now, Nene was low down for laughing at Claudia, right? And the accusations that she has against Medina when they were in a relationship, right? And the physical nature of that relationship. I think Nene was so wrong. And you don't laugh at someone that has been through something like that. Now, for all we know, Nene could have been laughing at the part where the girl said something about Claudia's corns on her feet, right? But because Nene didn't clarify herself, that leaves the door open for Claudia to assume whatever. And honestly, I just think that Claudia wanted to get on Nene about that reading session. That's just my opinion. So let's talk about the reading session. So I have a different opinion than a lot of people that are out here making fun of Nene. Listen. This is a rough draft, right? When you're building a company and things of that nature, you have to start it from somewhere, right? So why are people clowning Nene for actually, you know, just putting it out there, just showing a rough draft for what it is? Now, I will say that the reads, or whatever the case may be, seem to be weak, in my opinion, and I think people are clowning the talent more so of the idea that Nene has. And you have people out here that are criticizing her, saying that she's been on television for 15 years and she could have gotten some type of production crew there to make it look better. Well, yeah, she could have. But this is the thing. Understand that Nene is having to do this on her own. She doesn't have the support of Bravo. They didn't give her a show. They gave Candy and Kim a show, okay? So she's having to do this on her own. And it always seems that it's our people that are waiting in the wings, waiting to criticize, right? We don't offer no type of, you know, support to our own people who are trying to build their own businesses, to build their own brands and things of that nature. Now, whether you feel like Nene deserves it or not, that's your business. But at the same time, I'm not going to knock someone for trying to do something. Now, take for instance, some of your favorite YouTubers who started out years ago, right? They elevated their platform. Some YouTubers started out with just their phone, right? Grainy videos and things of that nature. They didn't have the production. It takes time for some people to get there. So I don't understand why people are coming at Nene in the way that they are. And if you listen to the critics talk about it, you would think that Nene actually filmed this in the projects, but she filmed it from the comfort of her new business that she's about to open. But anyway, guys, I'm done talking about that topic. It's time for us to move on. Let's go. All right, y'all. So I'm not going to spend that much time on this topic because I'm sick of both of them. But anyway, I want you guys to take a listen to what Tamar actually told Tamar and Hall on her show in regards to David and things of that nature. And then I'll be back to tell you what I feel about the situation.
Listen, let me tell you something, Tamara. I am a survivor of a domestic violence relationship. And not at any point was David and I in an abusive relationship.
He says you videotaped it and that you threatened to show.
No, I voice recorded it. He videotaped it. He has a camera in his car.
Does that video or your voice recording show any physical abuse?
No, it doesn't. I mean, he showed him text messages and between he and I.
But nothing that substantiates. You say what?
No, he has the videotape. He has it. It was in his car. Release it. No, let me tell you something, Tamara. I loved David. He was my best friend. He was an amazing, amazing partner. He was my son's best friend as well. They were best friends. And it's just so hard.
You know, I don't understand what's going on with these two. Tamar, this is very funny in my opinion because David is trying to take you to court. He's trying to take you to court about this situation and you're still defending him. Now, if it's not true, then it's not true. I don't expect you to take this man to task if he hasn't done anything to violate you in that manner. But at the same time, it's like, are you still in love with him? Okay, that's all good. That's all fine. But you're kind of showing that you're vulnerable, in my opinion, because at this point, you just need to move on and just let it be, because I'm starting to think, along with a whole plethora of others, that this was just for ratings, that you guys faked this whole encounter, this whole situation just for ratings, you know, for your reality TV show. That's what it looks like. And then I wouldn't be surprised if they got back together, guys. I wouldn't be surprised, because this just seems so odd to me. Like, you got Vince on one side saying, or telling David rather, to stay away from his son Logan, right? But then you have Tamar saying that Logan and David was best friends, and Logan looked at David like David was his best friend. I mean, like, what is going on here? I don't understand this. And Vince was the one that sent David a message saying that he's coming to pick up Tamar and Logan's stuff and everything needs to be nice and neat. But yet you're on television on the Tamar and Hall show saying that David and Logan were best friends. I'm curious to know how Vince feels about that. That's just my personal opinion. I would like to think that a father, especially a real father, wouldn't want the mother of their child, all right, talking about another man being the best friend to their son. All right, listen, I'm just saying they can be friends, but I wouldn't want to hear the mother of my child saying that another man is the best friend to my son. That's just how I feel about it. Then on top of that, you hear Tamar talking about David should release the footage, but David comes out and says that the footage was damaged. He can't release no footage. Well, what a coincidence. I don't believe that there was any footage in the first place. But anyway, guys, I want to hear from you all. Drop down and let me know what you think about this entire situation, from the Nene leaks versus Claudia Jordan to Tamar and David. Let me know what you think about this entire situation. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.